Some car features are just stupid. Not stupid because they don't work. Stupid because they pretend to help, while quietly destroying your car's reliability, one glitch or gimmick at a time. We're talking about touchscreens that freeze, turbochargers that die young, and driver assists that jerk your steering wheel like they know better than you. After analyzing hundreds of service logs, mechanic reports, and angry owner complaints, we put together the ultimate list of 21 features that make your car worse. And feature number 1? It's supposed to be helpful, but when it fails, you're literally driving blind. If you care about keeping your car reliable for the long haul without falling for useless gimmicks, then hit that subscribe button. Let's count it down. Feature number 21, start-stop systems. Engine shuts off at every red light. Sounds eco-friendly, but it's really just slow-motion mechanical torture. Each restart strains your starter motor, drops oil pressure, sucks life out of your battery. Start-stop kills batteries 30 to 50% faster and eats your starter alive in traffic. And the worst part? It's not even for you. It exists to help automakers pass emissions tests, not to protect your wallet. Advice: disable if possible. Just check your warranty first. Feature number 20, haptic touch controls. No buttons, no dials, just slippery, unresponsive plastic pretending to be futuristic. Haptic controls distract you while driving, fail sooner than buttons, make you take your eyes off the road. Want to change the AC? Good luck. Want to zoom the map? You're now blasting hot air at your face, all while doing 70 on the freeway. Bonus pain. When it fails, it takes the whole system with it. Radio, reverse cam, even the speedo. Feature number 19, tire mobility kits. Instead of a spare. No more spare tire. Just a can of goo and a prayer. Can it fix a blowout? No. Sidewall tear? Nope. Off-road puncture? You're done. And using sealant ruins your TPMS sensor and makes the tire unrepairable. This is a cost-cutting feature that leaves you stranded and paying for a tow. Feature number 18, cramped engine bays. Modern engine bays are like puzzle boxes. Need to change a headlight? Remove the bumper. Swapping a belt? Pull the engine cover, the intake tube, and maybe the battery tray. The result? Simple jobs now cost 3x more. Mechanics charge more because it takes longer. DIY repair is nearly impossible. It might look sleek, but it's a nightmare to work on. Feature number 17, overloaded steering wheel controls. Too many buttons, too little logic. Volume, track skip, cruise control, voice assist, all crammed into your thumbs. And they're never the same across cars. Accidentally brush a button and you're changing drive modes, launching the NAV screen, muting your call mid-sentence. And they fail fast, sticky buttons, lag, or dead zones. Safe? Not really. Confusing? Always. Feature number 16, keyless entry fobs. Convenient until you lose it. No ignition slot, just a $400 fob you can't find in your bag. Or worse, one that thieves can clone in 10 seconds with relay attack. Drop it, crack it, or let it lose signal. Your car might not even start. Old school keys didn't fail this easily. Feature number 15, button shift knobs. You're at a red light. You need reverse. Instead of pulling a lever, you're hunting for a flat plastic button, or worse, a dial. One delay, and you roll into traffic or miss your exit. No feedback, no instinct, and if the electronics glitch, you're stuck in park. All this for what? A little extra cup holder space? Feature number 14, turbocharged engines. Yes, turbos are fun, but they run hot, hard, and wear out faster than NA engines. Turbo engines put more stress on gaskets and seals, require stricter oil changes, often fail between 80 to 120k miles. And when they go, you're not replacing a $20 sensor. You're replacing the entire system. Unless you own a Toyota 2.4L or a Subaru FA24, you're gambling with boost. Feature number 13, cylinder deactivation. It's sold as fuel-saving tech, but in reality it's an engine killer. Disabling cylinders mid-drive causes lifter failure, oil burning, misfires, camshaft damage. GM's AFM system and Dodge Hemis are notorious for it. And fixing it? Try $3,000 plus or a full engine rebuild. Feature number 12, direct injection only. Direct injection sprays fuel directly into the cylinder, great for power and efficiency, until carbon builds up on the intake valves. No fuel washes over the valves equals gunk city. You'll end up with misfires, cold start issues, low power, a $500 plus walnut blast cleaning job. Some smart brands use dual injection, DI plus port. If yours doesn't, you're gonna pay. Feature number 11, electronic parking brakes. They seem convenient. Push a button, hear a click, done. But behind that sleek button is a system that's far more fragile and failure prone than the old school handbrake. The problem? Once it fails, you can't release it manually. If your battery dies, you can't disengage the brake. If the module glitches, your wheels may be locked, and your mechanic now needs a scan tool just to tow it. This turns simple brake maintenance into a complicated electronic headache. And the replacement cost? Let's just say it's not a $30 cable anymore. Try hundreds of parts, and even more for labor. This is one of those luxury features that actually makes the car less usable and more expensive to own, especially after the warranty ends. Feature number 10, dual clutch transmissions, DCTs. DCTs are built for racing, not stop-and-go traffic. You get jerky low-speed performance, lag in parking, overheating in traffic, sky-high repair costs when clutches wear out. If you daily drive it, it wears out faster. If you track it, it might survive. But if you're just commuting, it's drama waiting to happen. Feature number 9, CVTs, continuously variable transmissions. No gears, just a belt system. Sounds smooth. In reality, jerky, noisy, prone to slipping, expensive to repair. Nissan's Jatco CVTs are infamous. Subaru and early Honda CVTs weren't much better. If yours says CVT in the specs, double check the reliability rating or budget for a replacement. Feature number 8, air suspension. Feels like you're floating until it fails. One leak equals total collapse. Then your compressor burns out trying to compensate. Then the sensors fail. Then your ride height is gone. Fixing it means new bags, new sensors, possibly thousands of dollars. It's great when it works, a disaster when it doesn't. Feature number 7, driver assist systems, lane keep assist, auto emergency braking, steering correction. These features sound smart, but they're too sensitive, easily confused by bad roads or debris, known to fight your inputs mid-drive. The worst part? You'll be fighting your own car just to change lanes, and sensor failures can cost $800 plus to fix. Feature number 6, glass roofs. Looks cool, lets in sunlight. Also, cooks your cabin, weakens your roof structure, adds weight, cracks easier, leaks often, and when it fails, replacing it equals specialty glass, sky-high cost, and maybe structural recalibration. Feature number 5, ambient lighting. It looks great in a showroom and glows like a spaceship interior at night. But after that, it's just mood lighting that brings zero driving benefit and a whole new set of problems. Modern ambient lighting systems are wired into your car's interior trim, dashboard, door panels, and even under the seats. That means more point electrical failure, more wiring to manage, and more chances for flickering LEDs to annoy you at 1 a.m. Broken ambient lights don't just ruin the mood. They can interfere with combust signals, drain batteries if wired poorly, and cost a fortune to fix if the dash or panels have to come off. At best, it's a distraction. At worst, it's an unnecessary failure-prone money pit. Feature number 4, auto parking assist. Sounds like magic until your car tries to help and misjudges the curb. You know how to park. This system adds complexity, creates liability if it fails, trains you to rely on tech, and when it malfunctions, you're filing a claim for a bumper repair you didn't cause. Feature number 3, gesture control. On paper, it sounds amazing. Wave your hand and your car obeys. In reality, it's a twitchy, unpredictable mess that rarely does what you intended. Gesture control systems are loaded with sensors and infrared cameras that interpret hand motion, but one wrong move, one bright sun glare, or even your sunglasses can confuse the whole thing. You go to change a radio station and accidentally switch drive modes. Try to turn down the volume, and the AC kicks on. Not only does this make you take your hands off the wheel more often, it creates unnecessary frustration and tech dependence. Old school buttons and knobs didn't need calibration. They just worked. Gesture control is a solution to a problem that didn't exist. And in the real world, it's more trouble than tech. Feature number 2, voice recognition. Call home. Calling Pizza Palace. Say it again. Play Metallica. Yell it louder. Navigation to Kazakhstan. Voice control rarely works in the real world, especially with accents or road noise. And when it fails, the whole infotainment system can crash. Just use the button. It's faster and smarter. Feature number 1, digital gauge clusters. They look futuristic. Full screens, animated speedometers, customizable layouts. But here's the truth. They're one of the biggest long-term risks to reliability in modern cars. Why? Because when a digital cluster fails, you don't just lose one function, you lose everything. No speed, no fuel level, no tachometer, and sometimes, no warning lights when you need them most. It's like driving a spaceship with the lights off, and replacing a digital cluster isn't as simple as swapping a fuse. You'll need specialized parts, coding, reprogramming, and that's if the screen is even in stock. The worst part? These clusters are failing faster than expected. Some glitch out under 60,000 miles. And manufacturers? They don't always cover replacements under extended warranties. So yes, they're cool. But at what cost? When even basic driving info becomes digital and disposable, your car's most essential functions are only as reliable as your screen's backlight. These 21 features were marketed as the future. But the truth is, they're the reason modern cars feel fragile, overcomplicated, and expensive to own long-term. Want to know what actually helps your car last longer? Check out our last video on the 12 habits that make your car last over 500,000 miles. It's the playbook dealerships don't want you to have. Which feature do you hate the most? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe for honest car content, from upgrades that matter to the tech that ruins reliability. Because sometimes less is more, especially under the hood.